to Political Points, a program where we discuss a certain political topic of the day. I'm your host, Kevin Durgay. Recently, we've had some trouble with Iran, which is no surprise to me and anybody who's in the know. Iran is a dictatorship, a rogue state, a supporter of terrorism throughout the Muslim world, and they really, really hate us. Now, we've had the Navy in the area for quite some time now, and just recently, a drone, one of our drones, was shot down by an Iranian aircraft. Now, the Iranians say the drone was in their airspace, so they had every right to do it. The Navy says, no, the drone was in international airspace, and you really shouldn't have done that. Bad country, bad. Our president has said that it was a mistake. He actually tweeted, Iran has made a big mistake. A lot of people took that tweet for saber rattling, like Iran made a mistake and we're going to correct it. Others have opined that it was just the president's opinion that Iran made a mistake in shooting down the drone. They didn't mean to, but it just happened. There really isn't any way to tell. Well, there is a way to tell because the drone is tracked by the Navy, and they should know whether or not it was in international airspace. Now, a lot of opinionators here in America are up in arms over the fact that the drone could have been in Iranian airspace. Guys, Iran is our enemy. Yes, we are spying on them. Yes, we are using our military to collect as much information as possible about them because we want to be sure to know what their next move might be. If the drone was in Iranian airspace, that was us taking a chance. Somebody noticed it, and they shot it down. Okay. In the war of intelligence, shit happens like this. Nobody's life was lost. Yes, the drone was a few $1 million worth of metal and components, but, hell, we spend that on one missile. So, now, in response to this, President Trump initially launched a sortie of American jets that were going to go in and destroy certain facilities in Iran. As the jets were flying toward Iran, possibly already in Iran, President Trump changed his mind and called them back. Which struck a lot of people as odd. Hell, it struck me as odd. But his official story is that after the jets were launched, he asked one of the generals how many Iranian lives would be lost by this strike, and they told him 150. And he didn't think that was a compensatory response to Iran shooting down a drone. One drone, 150 people. Yeah, okay. So if that's true, I can see the logic of that decision. Now, a lot of people have faulted him for this. A lot of Democrats have faulted him for this. But if there was a picture of him brushing his teeth, they'd say he was doing it wrong. So, and probably add that to the list of charges to impeach him for. Now, certain opinionators have come out to say, well, we don't think that 150 people story is correct because we just, who would change their mind for that? I might for one, but I'm different. These people believe that the reason President Trump changed his mind is because as our jets were flying toward Iran, we noticed that their anti-aircraft batteries were already up and functioning and that our jets would probably not reach their goal. And so there would be a potential loss of American lives. So the president's like, no, I don't want to do that. Again, the punishment didn't match the crime. This time, it would be us being punished. Now, since then, it's become an alternative narrative, a third possibility. As shortly, a day or so after the recalled bombing mission, it was reported that Iran's anti-aircraft batteries had been taken out by our cyber people. So the thought is that this was the plan all along. That we send in the jets, they fire up their anti-aircraft batteries, allowing us access to them through the internet so that we could destroy them without any loss of life, which is what we did. And if that was the plan, it was a master plan, and it was carried off beautifully. Nobody lost their lives. Iran's anti-aircraft batteries are kaputsky, possibly permanently, and everybody's happy. Except the poor guy who was piloting that drone. And for all we know, if that was the plan, the drone incident was part of it to begin with. All right, let's fly a drone into Iranian airspace, and they'll shoot it down, and then we can get all, chest thumpy, and send in the jets, recall the jets, and then take out their batteries. Like I said, brilliant plan. Carried off beautifully. But you wouldn't think that if you were paying attention to the American media. The American media, which is mostly of a decidedly liberal bent, except for possible, except for maybe the Wall Street Journal and Fox News. And Fox News has got their own issues. So, but as far as they're concerned, Trump can't do anything right. Okay, like I was saying, if they shot a picture of him brushing his teeth, they'd be critical of that and add it to the list of things to impeach him for. Whether it was Trump or one of his generals who came up with this plan, ultimately he was responsible. It was a good plan. It worked. Nobody lost their life, and we destroyed a good chunk of Iranian war machinery. What is wrong with that? Of course, now Democrats, after he pulled back the planes, were like, "Oh, he's pansy. We should have done that." And then, after the anti-aircraft batteries were destroyed, they accused him of wanting to go to war. Again. If President Trump came out in support of $1,000 stipend for every person in the U.S. once a month, the Democrats, who've been pushing this, would be against it. Simply because it's Donald Trump. We are still living under the umbrella of the Trump derangement syndrome. Now, granted, the guy in a lot of cases is a flippin' idiot. He really should stop tweeting, for one thing. So, just take his phone away from him. Because that does nothing more than inflame his enemies. And yes, the liberal Democratic wing of the government are his enemies. They've come out and said so. And he really needs to think before he talks a lot of times. He can be his own worst enemy when he opens his mouth. Now, we have an election coming up. And he's out campaigning. He's officially stated he's going to be running at a huge rally down in Florida. And apparently we've got 300 Democrats on the other side. And to be quite honest, I wouldn't vote for any of them. Well, wouldn't vote for Trump, wouldn't vote for any of the Democrats. Now I'll probably end up voting the Libertarian ticket, which is what I did last time. And no, it didn't split votes away from Hillary and cause Trump to win, blah, nah, 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 nah. Jesus. And there's people who say, well, you're wasting your vote. No, I'm not. My vote is my opinion on who should be running the country. And if I want to vote for my dog, who quite frankly can do a better job than most of the people who are running for it, that's not wasting my vote. That's showing my opinion. Okay? And it's my right to do so. Now, I probably will vote the Libertarian ticket, unless the guys that are on are complete morons. Last time around I did, when it was Gary Johnson and William Weld. William Weld is currently running as a Republican, hoping to beat Trump in the primaries. I frankly don't think he's got a chance in hell of doing so. The Trump juggernaut is going to run right over him. And then it's my thought that once he gets booted out of the Republican primary, he'll probably run as an independent or a libertarian. If he runs as a libertarian, I probably won't vote for him. When he was running in the VP for the VP slot along with Gary Johnson, it was fine and dandy. I like Gary. I like his views on things. His ignorance of the Syria situation notwithstanding, what's Aleppo? I thought he was a great candidate. Weld has always been iffy in my opinion, but he was running for the VP slot, not the president slot, so I wasn't too worried about that. And now this time around, though, if he runs as a libertarian, I may have to find somebody else to vote for, or possibly not vote at all. I know there are people out there saying, well, you need to vote, absolutely necessary. If I don't like anybody that's running, I'm not going to vote. So, Now, the one mistake I think Trump made with this whole Iranian incident is that he didn't play it up as part of his master plan, which I really think he should have. Because unfortunately, he's got a lot of followers who are bigoted, don't like Muslims, and would have loved to see him blow up something in Iran. He didn't do that, and I don't think he's officially come out and said that the cyber attack on the anti-aircraft batteries was part of his plan. So now he might. We don't know. He's going to be doing rallies all throughout the country for the next year and a half. Yay. And so will all the Democrats. So, it'll be fun. So anyway, in short, it looks like, and I'm not the only one who holds this view, that the whole issue with Iran was staged so that we could melt down their anti-aircraft batteries. The drones being in Iranian airspace, maybe not, being shot down, our jets going in, them lighting up the anti-aircraft batteries so they get fire on our jets going away, and then, oops, look at that, you got hit by a worm. And now the anti-aircraft batteries are no more, with zero loss of life. Unless the Iranian government decides that they're going to kill the people who are supposed to be cyber guarding their anti-aircraft batteries. Wouldn't surprise me. They're a horrible government. So that's the political point for today. the 24th of June, 2019. If you have any questions about what I've had to say or would like me to shed some more light on some of the stuff I've said, feel free to make a comment under this video on either YouTube or Facebook, or you can email me at cameron@mac.com. Now comes the pledge commercial. So, if you would like to see these videos continue, if they have some value to you, any value to you, please go to patreon.com/Careman and sign up as a monthly subscriber. For as little as $5 a month, you can help this program continue. If you want to make a one-time donation of any sum at all, you can go to PayPal and find me there at careman@yahoo.com. And you can make a one-time donation to help support the program and help support me. Because, quite frankly, I've got zero income at this point, and I need a little help. So, until the next time, this has been Cameron Durgay. Have a good night.